Sacred Virtual Institute Moral Classroom can be very busy delivering some, jewels, the beautiful jewels from the splendors of the 5,000 years of traditional Chinese culture. 孙子兵法 is a very great book, right? The Book of Changes is a very great book, correct? And we have the 4 very famous Chinese novels of 三国志、水浒传、西游记 and 红楼梦, right? Those are all incredibly powerful information of representing, the jewels. They each contain very deep moral messages. And what's good about it is that all the people in the world, if they are scholars, they all kind of know a little bit about them. But none of them actually are thoroughly being discussed and delivered in a very systematic way to the world people. Because the Western education system, for many years, they were following CCP, government's brainwashing textbooks. And the CCP very intentionally changed the Chinese history. And they intentionally made all the emperors looking bad throughout the Chinese history. They claim to the modern Chinese people that all the past emperors were just, deceiving the people for their own power and glory. And all the scholars, they were also bad. And, Confucius needs to be crushed, right? Confucius statues and Confucius, grave needs to be dig out and crushed, right?
Yeah.
And the Buddha statue needs to be crushed. And no Christianity, true Christianity should be existing. If the Jesus needs to exist in China, then the Jesus must follow CCP. If Buddha can exist in China, the Buddha must follow CCP. If Confucius needs to exist in China, Confucius must glorify CCP. So that's what the world doesn't understand. When they try to connect with the Chinese government for their education programs, for their business programs, and they immediately turn themselves into slaves of CCP. And the Korean people must understand that very clearly. If you want to shake hands with the devil for some money and power, you are doomed. Because the devil is not going to change its color. So that's why communist China has nothing to offer to the world right now. And it's only malignancy. It's only cancerous. And the world people need to stay away from it. And totally say no to that malignant cancer. And together eradicate it. Only when that malignant cancer is eradicated, then the China is going to be the China that will have, the splendor and have, all the great things. But for the modern China, for the modern Chinese people who are totally brainwashed and follow CCP, most likely they're going to die together with the CCP upcoming. That's why there will be a lot of Chinese people dead. When I say these words, a lot of people don't like it, as if I have no compassion. But it's not I have no compassion, because I know that the Falun Dafa practitioners sacrificed life and selflessly clarified the truth for 24 years. And these Chinese people doesn't want to respond. These Chinese people, they have made their final choice. And these Chinese people, they want to continue to be part of the malignant cancer for the human world. And their ultimate vow is to destroy mankind. So what are you going to do about these Chinese people? If you are compassionate to a poisonous snake and warm that frozen snake in front of your chest, the first reward you're going to get is that as soon as the frozen snake wakes up, you're going to get a deadly bite and kill yourself. So it's not about no compassion to the Chinese people who are already destined to die. it's because they have chosen to die. They have chosen to be vicious. They have chosen to go against mankind. So towards that kind of people, no matter how you want to save them, they don't want to listen. That's why they were sentenced to death and destruction. And it's not because our Creator has no compassion to them. It's because our Creator's compassion were abused and taken full advantage of to kill. That's no longer going to be allowed, right?